Is there any mail for me? Is there any mail for me? Is there any mail for me? Accepted or rejected. Accept it or reject it. Accepted or rejected. I'd like to return this. I'd like to return this. I'd like to return this. Is Delhi close to here? Is Delhi close to here? Is Delhi close to here? May I ask who's calling? May I ask who's calling? May I ask who's calling? I don't know for certain. I don't know for certain. I don't know for certain. I don't mind being alone. I don't mind being alone. I don't mind being alone. I understand very well. I understand very well. I understand very well. It takes about 1 hour. It takes about 1 hour. It takes about 1 hour. It's 6 o'clock already. It's 6 o'clock already. It's 6 o'clock already. My wife's cheating on me. My wife's cheating on me. My wife's cheating on me. Let's talk about it later. Let's talk about it later. Let's talk about it later. You should do it this way. You should do it this way. You should do it this way. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for inviting me. What are you up to tonight? What are you up to tonight? What are you up to tonight? I can't tell the difference. I can't tell the difference. I can't tell the difference. You should be more careful. You should be more careful. You should be more careful. I have a splitting headache. I have a splitting headache. I have a splitting headache. Did you finish your homework? Did you finish your homework? Did you finish your homework? Where is the bus station? Where is the bus station? Where is the bus station? Beats me. Beats me. Beats me. How much does it cost? How much does it cost? How much does it cost? Not a sound was heard. Not a sound was heard. Not a sound was heard. It's no use complaining. It's no use complaining. It's no use complaining. No spitting on the street. No spitting on the street. No spitting on the street. The whole world knows that. The whole world knows that. The whole world knows that. Everything has its beginning. Everything has its beginning. Everything has its beginning. I wish I were a bird. I wish I were a bird. I wish I were a bird. What time does it start? What time does it start? What time does it start? I'm sure I can do it. I'm sure I can do it. I'm sure I can do it. Yes, just like me. Yes, just like me. Yes, just like me. Don't be such a snob. Don't be such a snob. Don't be such a snob. How can he get to you? How can he get to you? How can he get to you? Only 5 days left. Only 5 days left. Only 5 days left. Please go easy on me. Please go easy on me. Please go easy on me. Do you want to join me? Do you want to join me? Do you want to join me? Don't get so worked up. Don't get so worked up. Don't get so worked up. Great to meet you, too. Great to meet you, too. Great to meet you, too. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I have a large family. I have a large family. I have a large family. Try harder next time. Try harder next time. Try harder next time. Why are you in a hurry? Why are you in a hurry? Why are you in a hurry? I still haven't decided. I still haven't decided. I still haven't decided. Can we meet on Tuesday? Can we meet on Tuesday? Can we meet on Tuesday? He told me all about it. He told me all about it. He told me all about it. He's a stubborn old man. He's a stubborn old man. He's a stubborn old man. I had too much to drink. I had too much to drink. I had too much to drink. I have a piercing pain. I have a piercing pain. I have a piercing pain. I have a stabbing pain. I have a stabbing pain. I have a stabbing pain. I'm sorry to bother you. I'm sorry to bother you. I'm sorry to bother you. Stop pulling our legs. Stop pulling our legs. Stop pulling our legs. What time did you wake up? What time did you wake up? What time did you wake up? Do you want red or white? Do you want red or white? Do you want red or white? Everyone has good days. Everyone has good days. Everyone has good days. I can't make that happen. I can't make that happen. I can't make that happen. We don't have any fights. We don't have any fights. We don't have any fights. You have a bad attitude. You have a bad attitude. You have a bad attitude. Any brothers or sisters? Any brothers or sisters? Any brothers or sisters? Hurry up and get dressed. Hurry up and get dressed. Hurry up and get dressed. I prefer it if you didn't. I'd prefer it if you didn't. I prefer it if you didn't. I'm all done with the work. I'm all done with the work. I'm all done with the work. I'm not interested in you. I'm not interested in you. I'm not interested in you. Yes, I suppose so. Yes, I suppose so. Yes, I suppose so. Our boss has been canned. Our boss has been canned. Our boss has been canned. What time can you make it? What time can you make it? What time can you make it? Do you have plans tonight? Do you have plans tonight? Do you have plans tonight? I don't want either of them. I don't want either of them. I don't want either of them. I think of you constantly. I think of you constantly. I think of you constantly. Thanks for waiting for me. Thanks for waiting for me. Thanks for waiting for me. We're expecting some rain. We're expecting some rain. We're expecting some rain. Could you give me some help? Could you give me some help? Could you give me some help? He's overreaching himself. He's overreaching himself. He's overreaching himself. I will give it some thought. I will give it some thought. I will give it some thought. I've just finished working. I've just finished working. I've just finished working. I've never done that before. I've never done that before. I've never done that before. This coffee tastes bitter. This coffee tastes bitter. This coffee tastes bitter. What do you want for dinner? What do you want for dinner? What do you want for dinner? When would you like to play? When would you like to play? When would you like to play? What are you interested in? What are you interested in? What are you interested in? What number are you calling? What number are you calling? What number are you calling? Are you getting along with her? Are you getting along with her? Are you getting along with her? Where can I buy tickets? Where can I buy tickets? Where can I buy tickets? You beast. You beast. You beast. I owe you for my dinner. I owe you for my dinner. I owe you for my dinner. I'm not used to drinking. I'm not used to drinking. I'm not used to drinking. They are paid by the hour. They are paid by the hour. They are paid by the hour. Tomorrow will be a holiday. Tomorrow will be a holiday. Tomorrow will be a holiday. I caught the last bus. I caught the last bus. I caught the last bus. Hey, you asshole. Hey, you asshole. Hey, you asshole. I have pain in my arm. I have pain in my arm. I have pain in my arm. Can I have the bill, please? Can I have the bill, please? Can I have the bill, please? I'm dying to see her. I'm dying to see her. I'm dying to see her. It's a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass. How long does it last? How long does it last? How long does it last? I guess I'm just tired. I guess I'm just tired. I guess I'm just tired. I always speak my mind. I always speak my mind. I always speak my mind. I feel it is nauseated. I feel it is nauseated. I feel it is nauseated. May I use the restroom? May I use the restroom? May I use the restroom? You have a lot of balls. You have a lot of balls. You have a lot of balls. He failed another test. He failed another test. He failed another test. I will be busy tomorrow. I will be busy tomorrow. I will be busy tomorrow. I will tell you frankly. I will tell you frankly. I will tell you frankly. I'm sorry to trouble you. I'm sorry to trouble you. I'm sorry to trouble you. Let's put the futon away. Let's put the futon away. Let's put the futon away. Please don't let me down. Please don't let me down. Please don't let me down. That is about all I know. That is about all I know. That is about all I know. When do you want to play? When do you want to play? When do you want to play? Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. How do you like the suit? How do you like this suit? How do you like the suit? It was nice knowing you. It was nice knowing you. It was nice knowing you. Give me a definite answer. Give me a definite answer. Give me a definite answer. I'm a government employee. I'm a government employee. I'm a government employee. Thanks for cheering me up. Thanks for cheering me up. Thanks for cheering me up. This suit fits perfectly. This suit fits perfectly. This suit fits perfectly. What time are we starting? What time are we starting? What time are we starting? Your perfume is romantic. Your perfume is romantic. Your perfume is romantic. I think it's very important. I think it's very important. I think it's very important. Your husband hit you again. Your husband hit you again. Your husband hit you again. Have you brushed your teeth? Have you brushed your teeth? Have you brushed your teeth? You're speaking too quickly. You're speaking too quickly. You're speaking too quickly. We're betting all of our money. We're betting all of our money. We're betting all of our money. What should I cook for dinner? What should I cook for dinner? What should I cook for dinner? Please staple these together. Please staple these together. Please staple these together. Are you going to help her? Are you going to help her? Are you going to help her? Are you allergic to anything? Are you allergic to anything? Are you allergic to anything? I don't speak very well. I don't speak very well. I don't speak very well. He owned himself defeated. He owned himself defeated. He owned himself defeated. Bring me my shirt, please. Bring me my shirt, please. Bring me my shirt, please. He has a bad temper. He has a bad temper. He has a bad temper. I'm crazy about Max. I'm crazy about Max. I'm crazy about Max. Don't use bad language. Don't use bad language. Don't use bad language. I wish I could help you. I wish I could help you. I wish I could help you. I'm in a good mood today. I'm in a good mood today. I'm in a good mood today. I've come to a decision. I've come to a decision. I've come to a decision. That's asking too much. That's asking too much. That's asking too much. Either one will be fine. Either one will be fine. Either one will be fine. I'm not absolutely sure. I'm not absolutely sure. I'm not absolutely sure. My shoulders are stiff. My shoulders are stiff. My shoulders are stiff. Put those pajamas away. Put those pajamas away. Put those pajamas away. Who broke my coffee cup? Who broke my coffee cup? Who broke my coffee cup? I get along well with him. I get along well with him. I get along well with him. Would it be okay to smoke? Would it be okay to smoke? Would it be okay to smoke? I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I've never been this happy. I've never been this happy. I've never been this happy. Do you have anything to add? Do you have anything to add? Do you have anything to add? Eating here is not allowed. Eating here is not allowed. Eating here is not allowed. Not everything is logical. Not everything is logical. Not everything is logical. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for letting me know. Are you working late tonight? Are you working late tonight? Are you working late tonight? What a nice day it is. What a nice day it is. What a nice day it is. He was born in New York. He was born in New York. He was born in New York. We all desire happiness. We all desire happiness. We all desire happiness. Don't keep me waiting long. Don't keep me waiting long. Don't keep me waiting long. I'm your lucky fellow then. I'm your lucky fellow then. I'm your lucky fellow then. He never gives me anything. He never gives me anything. He never gives me anything. Yes, I understand. Yes, I understand. Yes, I understand. No, that's not right. No, that's not right. No, that's not right. I think I have a fever. I think I have a fever. I think I have a fever. I want to stay longer. I want to stay longer. I want to stay longer. Let's take a shortcut. Let's take a shortcut. Let's take a shortcut. Like father, like son. Like father, like son. Like father, like son. The bus has just left. The bus has just left. The bus has just left. Eat as much as you like. Eat as much as you like. Eat as much as you like. He's quite well off now. He's quite well off now. He's quite well off now. His voice is very deep. His voice is very deep. His voice is very deep. I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. I'd like some more wine. I'd like some more wine. I'd like some more wine. I'd like to buy this one. I'd like to buy this one. I'd like to buy this one. We do not hear from him. We do not hear from him. We do not hear from him. We should lower taxes. We should lower taxes. We should lower taxes. Who are you to say that? Who are you to say that? Who are you to say that? Give me a call sometime. Give me a call sometime. Give me a call sometime. I will give him a reason. I will give him a reason. I will give him a reason. I've run out of patience. I've run out of patience. I've run out of patience. Is it all right to come in? Is it all right to come in? Is it all right to come in? You've come just in time. You've come just in time. You've come just in time. Do you often have dreams? Do you often have dreams? Do you often have dreams? Don't blab this to anyone. Don't blab this to anyone. Don't blab this to anyone. History repeats itself. History repeats itself. History repeats itself. I need a definite answer. I need a definite answer. I need a definite answer. I think we should go left. I think we should go left. I think we should go left. I'm neglecting my family. I'm neglecting my family. I'm neglecting my family. I'm worried about my wife. I'm worried about my wife. I'm worried about my wife. It's completely up to you. It's completely up to you. It's completely up to you. We need an ambulance now. We need an ambulance now. We need an ambulance now. You don't need to buy that. You don't need to buy that. You don't need to buy that. I feel lonely without you. I feel lonely without you. I feel lonely without you. I will do anything for you. I will do anything for you. I will do anything for you. It was terrible this time. It was terrible this time. It was terrible this time. School is cancelled today. School is cancelled today. School is cancelled today. Thanks for your hard work. Thanks for your hard work. Thanks for your hard work. You have a lot of homework. You have a lot of homework. You have a lot of homework. It's our 10th anniversary. It's our 10th anniversary. It's our 10th anniversary. Do you accept credit card? Do you accept credit card? Do you accept credit card? What are you doing this for? What are you doing this for? What are you doing this for? Could you answer a question? Could you answer a question? Could you answer a question? Where is the Korean embassy? Where is the Korean embassy? Where is the Korean embassy? What are you showing tonight? What are you showing tonight? What are you showing tonight? What's the name of this street? What's the name of this street? What's the name of this street? I only want a snack. I only want a snack. I only want a snack. Someone does that for me. Someone does that for me. Someone does that for me. Do you take credit cards? Do you take credit cards? Do you take credit cards? I'm fed up with my work. I'm fed up with my work. I'm fed up with my work. I have been putting on weight. I have been putting on weight. I have been putting on weight. Sorry, I'm tone deaf. Sorry, I'm tone deaf. Sorry, I'm tone deaf. I have to comb my hair. I have to comb my hair. I have to comb my hair. It's all the same to me. It's all the same to me. It's all the same to me. All roads lead to Rome. All roads lead to Rome. All roads lead to Rome. Don't say stupid things. Don't say stupid things. Don't say stupid things. I couldn't pass the test. I couldn't pass the test. I couldn't pass the test. I think it's out of paper. I think it's out of paper. I think it's out of paper. You can't be too careful. You can't be too careful. You can't be too careful. Don't speak ill of others. Don't speak ill of others. Don't speak ill of others. I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that. They're making a big fuss. They're making a big fuss. They're making a big fuss. 2 and 3 makes 5. 2 and 3 makes 5. 2 and 3 makes 5. I have a high temperature. I have a high temperature. I have a high temperature. You may rest assured that. You may rest assured that. You may rest assured that. What are you interested in? What are you interested in? What are you interested in? You're the right girl for me. You're the right girl for me. You're the right girl for me. That's a reasonable opinion. That's a reasonable opinion. That's a reasonable opinion. What should I make for dinner? What should I make for dinner? What should I make for dinner? She's going with me tomorrow. She's going with me tomorrow. She's going with me tomorrow. I meet the boss himself. I meet the boss himself. I meet the boss himself. Did you enter the contest? Did you enter the contest? Did you enter the contest? Her tooth ached all night. Her tooth ached all night. Her tooth ached all night. I think I've caught a cold. I think I've caught a cold. I think I've caught a cold. Can you repeat that, please? Can you repeat that, please? Can you repeat that, please? What does he do for work? What does he do for work? What does he do for work? Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? I got 100 points. I got 100 points. I got 100 points. No, I'm satisfied. No, I'm satisfied. No, I'm satisfied. Sure, what can I do? Sure, what can I do? Sure, what can I do? Don't say it so loud. Don't say it so loud. Don't say it so loud. I had my bag stolen. I had my bag stolen. I had my bag stolen. I'd like to rent a car. I'd like to rent a car. I'd like to rent a car. I came to like sushi. I came to like sushi. I came to like sushi. The book is behind the table. The book is behind the table. The book is behind the table. It must be hard on you. It must be hard on you. It must be hard on you. It sounds fishy to me. It sounds fishy to me. It sounds fishy to me. It was my only choice. It was my only choice. It was my only choice. Did you make up a story? Did you make up a story? Did you make up a story? I've come to like sushi. I've come to like sushi. I've come to like sushi. It's the same old story. It's the same old story. It's the same old story. Let's walk hand in hand. Let's walk hand in hand. Let's walk hand in hand. Well, that solves that. Well, that solves that. Well, that solves that. What kind of bag was it? What kind of bag was it? What kind of bag was it? Where's the taxi stand? Where's the taxi stand? Where's the taxi stand? Don't rush on my account. Don't rush on my account. Don't rush on my account. Nobody is there right now. Nobody is there right now. Nobody is there right now. Look how you've grown up. Look how you've grown up. Look how you've grown up. My passport is missing. My passport is missing. My passport is missing. Did the alarm clock buzz? Did the alarm clock buzz? Did the alarm clock buzz? He's a hard-headed old man. He's a hard-headed old man. He's a hard-headed old man. How long is Mike playing? How long is Mike playing? How long is Mike playing? I don't have any children. I don't have any children. I don't have any children. I'd like the check, please. I'd like the check, please. I'd like the check, please. She's playing hard to get. She's playing hard to get. She's playing hard to get. Do you have a call from home? Do you have a call from home? Do you have a call from home? Are you free this weekend? Are you free this weekend? Are you free this weekend? I don't really understand. I don't really understand. I don't really understand. In short, it's like this. In short, it's like this. In short, it's like this. This is not what I ordered. This is not what I ordered. This is not what I ordered. What are you going to sing? What are you going to sing? What are you going to sing? Are you gonna be late today? Are you gonna be late today? Are you gonna be late today? Let's have tea or something. Let's have tea or something. Let's have tea or something. What happened to my father? What happened to my father? What happened to my father? But you look younger than me. But you look younger than me. But you look younger than me. Could you call me back later? Could you call me back later? Could you call me back later? It was just another meeting. It was just another meeting. It was just another meeting. Shall we go window shopping? Shall we go window shopping? Shall we go window shopping? Could we have separate bills? Could we have separate bills? Could we have separate bills? Do you have anything cheaper? Do you have anything cheaper? Do you have anything cheaper? Did you send me flowers? Did you send me flowers? Did you send me flowers? Is there a club in town? Is there a club in town? Is there a club in town? Do you have a swimming pool? Do you have a swimming pool? Do you have a swimming pool? Do you play any sports? Do you play any sports? Do you play any sports? She mended the broken doll. She mended the broken doll. She mended the broken doll. I don't think you are right. I don't think you are right. I don't think you are right. He is only 46. He is only 46. He is only 46. I want to take a nap. I want to take a nap. I want to take a nap. Love me, love my dog. Love me, love my dog. Love me, love my dog. 5 more days to go. 5 more days to go. 5 more days to go. Sorry, I'm late again. Sorry, I'm late again. Sorry, I'm late again. Don't say it's my fault. Don't say it's my fault. Don't say it's my fault. He has a short temper. He has a short temper. He has a short temper. He's a very modest man. He's a very modest man. He's a very modest man. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. My test score was low. My test score was low. My test score was low. A promise is a promise. A promise is a promise. A promise is a promise. I learned it by myself. I learned it by myself. I learned it by myself. I'd be happy to help you. I'd be happy to help you. I'd be happy to help you. It is nice to know that. It is nice to know that. It is nice to know that. Let's get back on track. Let's get back on track. Let's get back on track. What is taking so long? What is taking so long? What is taking so long? More than 200 miles. More than 200 miles. More than 200 miles. Are you going to ask him? Are you going to ask him? Are you going to ask him? Do I need a reservation? Do I need a reservation? Do I need a reservation? Do you mean some places? Do you mean some places? Do you mean some places? Going from bad to worse. Going from bad to worse. Going from bad to worse. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to hurt you. I've become a non-smoker. I've become a non-smoker. I've become a non-smoker. It drives me up the wall. It drives me up the wall. It drives me up the wall. This is the way it began. This is the way it began. This is the way it began. To the best of my memory. To the best of my memory. To the best of my memory. Where can I buy a ticket? Where can I buy a ticket? Where can I buy a ticket? Can I have some medicine? Can I have some medicine? Can I have some medicine? Don't be so unreasonable. Don't be so unreasonable. Don't be so unreasonable. He's just like my brother. He's just like my brother. He's just like my brother. Let's go dancing tonight. Let's go dancing tonight. Let's go dancing tonight. Will you come to my party? Will you come to my party? Will you come to my party? Are you seeing anyone now? Are you seeing anyone now? Are you seeing anyone now? Do you happen to know that? Do you happen to know that? Do you happen to know that? I'm deeply indebted to him. I'm deeply indebted to him. I'm deeply indebted to him. When does the store close? When does the store close? When does the store close? Could you excuse me, please? Could you excuse me, please? Could you excuse me, please? Please call again anytime. Please call again anytime. Please call again anytime. When does the museum close? When does the museum close? When does the museum close? Where did you go to college? Where did you go to college? Where did you go to college? This is my favorite picture. This is my favorite picture. This is my favorite picture. Will you approve the proposal? Will you approve the proposal? Will you approve the proposal? Your opinion is unreasonable. Your opinion is unreasonable. Your opinion is unreasonable. I went to the supermarket. I went to the supermarket. I went to the supermarket. Beef, please. Beef, please. Beef, please. I'll take that one also. I'll take that one also. I'll take that one also. Yes, we fight a lot. Yes, we fight a lot. Yes, we fight a lot. Let's go a shorter way. Let's go a shorter way. Let's go a shorter way. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. I like to watch movies. I like to watch movies. I like to watch movies. How soon will it be done? How soon will it be done? How soon will it be done? I will leave it up to you. I will leave it up to you. I will leave it up to you. It's easy just like that. It's easy just like that. It's easy just like that. Do you look like my sister? Do you look like my sister? Do you look like my sister? Who should I report it to? Who should I report it to? Who should I report it to? All the credit goes to you. All the credit goes to you. All the credit goes to you. Do you take reservations? Do you take reservations? Do you take reservations? He paused for a reply. He paused for a reply. He paused for a reply. Eat all of your vegetables. Eat all of your vegetables. Eat all of your vegetables. You left the television on. You left the television on. You left the television on. Let's have something to drink. Let's have something to drink. Let's have something to drink. Please speak a little louder. Please speak a little louder. Please speak a little louder. Would you change the station? Would you change the station? Would you change the station? You'd better start explaining. You'd better start explaining. You'd better start explaining. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. I like to watch TV. I like to watch TV. I like to watch TV. He was not a bit tired. He was not a bit tired. He was not a bit tired. Jean is a blue-eyed girl. Jean is a blue-eyed girl. Jean is a blue-eyed girl. You can get what you want. You can get what you want. You can get what you want. Can you carry this for me? Can you carry this for me? Can you carry this for me? No, I'm afraid not. No, I'm afraid not. No, I'm afraid not. No, I'm just tired. No, I'm just tired. No, I'm just tired. He's a big success. He is a big success. He's a big success. Her line is busy now. Her line is busy now. Her line is busy now. Time wait for no man. Time wait for no man. Time wait for no man. No one knows for sure. No one knows for sure. No one knows for sure. She has a nice figure. She has a nice figure. She has a nice figure. I will find out for you. I will find out for you. I will find out for you. We just missed our bus. We just missed our bus. We just missed our bus. Do you eat sushi this way? Do you eat sushi this way? Do you eat sushi this way? I appreciate very much. I appreciate very much. I appreciate very much. I don't like ass kissers. I don't like ass kissers. I don't like ass kissers. I don't think she is mean. I don't think she is mean. I don't think she is mean. Let's do it another time. Let's do it another time. Let's do it another time. What he says bothers me. What he says bothers me. What he says bothers me. Your idea lacks morals. Your idea lacks morals. Your idea lacks morals. Are you here on vacation? Are you here on vacation? Are you here on vacation? I want a definite answer. I want a definite answer. I want a definite answer. I'm against his proposal. I'm against his proposal. I'm against his proposal. Is it going to rain today? Is it going to rain today? Is it going to rain today? Let me think for a moment. Let me think for a moment. Let me think for a moment. What time will it be over? What time will it be over? What time will it be over? Where can I get some beer? Where can I get some beer? Where can I get some beer? Attached, you will find it. Attached, you will find it. Attached, you will find it. I think that belongs to me. I think that belongs to me. I think that belongs to me. I will graduate next year. I will graduate next year. I will graduate next year. Just as if it were nothing. Just as if it were nothing. Just as if it were nothing. The buses are always late. The buses are always late. The buses are always late. We don't get along anymore. We don't get along anymore. We don't get along anymore. Do you have to duck down here? Do you have to duck down here? Do you have to duck down here? If that's all right with you. If that's all right with you. If that's all right with you. There's a call from Nicholas. There's a call from Nicholas. There's a call from Nicholas. Do you look good in that dress? Do you look good in that dress? Do you look good in that dress? Please fill out this form. Please fill out this form. Please fill out this form. We have received your letter. We have received your letter. We have received your letter. Would you transfer this call? Would you transfer this call? Would you transfer this call? Did you eat something unusual? Did you eat something unusual? Did you eat something unusual? You shouldn't waste your money. You shouldn't waste your money. You shouldn't waste your money. Do you know what this says? Do you know what this says? Do you know what this says? How much are these earrings? How much are these earrings? How much are these earrings? Good riddance. Good riddance. Good riddance. I'll just play it by ear. I'll just play it by ear. I'll just play it by ear. I can do nothing but that. I can do nothing but that. I can do nothing but that. Don't dream away your time. Don't dream away your time. Don't dream away your time. The Smiths are my neighbors. The Smiths are my neighbors. The Smiths are my neighbors. You can either stay or leave. You can either stay or leave. You can either stay or leave. What do you think of this one? What do you think of this one? What do you think of this one? No, I'm not nervous. No, I'm not nervous. No, I'm not nervous. I was almost on time. I was almost on time. I was almost on time. I have to do it anyhow. I have to do it anyhow. I have to do it anyhow. Jane seems to like me. Jane seems to like me. Jane seems to like me. Why don't you take a nap? Why don't you take a nap? Why don't you take a nap? You pulled one over on me. You pulled one over on me. You pulled one over on me. Thank you for your concern. Thank you for your concern. Thank you for your concern. I really enjoyed myself. I really enjoyed myself. I really enjoyed myself. His looks are always funny. His looks are always funny. His looks are always funny. She's a good-looking girl. She is a good-looking girl. She's a good-looking girl. These shoes don't fit right. These shoes don't fit right. These shoes don't fit right. Don't keep the truth from me. Don't keep the truth from me. Don't keep the truth from me. I speak a little English. I speak a little English. I speak a little English. I had no other choice. I had no other choice. I had no other choice. He needs some new clothes. He needs some new clothes. He needs some new clothes. Yes, someone told me. Yes, someone told me. Yes, someone told me. I have a one-track mind. I have a one-track mind. I have a one-track mind. I have no other choice. I have no other choice. I have no other choice. It is nice to hear that. It is nice to hear that. It is nice to hear that. It was very kind of you. It was very kind of you. It was very kind of you. 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. I'd like you to have this. I'd like you to have this. I'd like you to have this. I'm trying to pick her up. I'm trying to pick her up. I'm trying to pick her up. Like husband, like wife. Like husband, like wife. Like husband, like wife. Can't you patch things up? Can't you patch things up? Can't you patch things up? I'm glad that you are here. I'm glad that you are here. I'm glad that you are here. Why are you picking on me? Why are you picking on me? Why are you picking on me? I don't want your kindness. I don't want your kindness. I don't want your kindness. Let's spread out the Fuden. Let's spread out the Fuden. Let's spread out the Fuden. Do you always come home late? Do you always come home late? Do you always come home late? I agree with you partially. I agree with you partially. I agree with you partially. I've heard the story before. I've heard the story before. I've heard the story before. You should be more logical. You should be more logical. You should be more logical. Don't leave things half done. Don't leave things half done. Don't leave things half done. I bought this beautiful pen. I bought this beautiful pen. I bought this beautiful pen. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience. Would you give me a discount? Would you give me a discount? Would you give me a discount? You gave me the wrong number. You gave me the wrong number. You gave me the wrong number. Both of them should be blamed. Both of them should be blamed. Both of them should be blamed. Chinese cabbage. Chinese cabbage. Chinese cabbage. I'm Max. I'm Max. I'm Max. First come, first served. First come, first served. First come, first served. It's too good to be true. It's too good to be true. It's too good to be true. It's time you went to bed. It's time you went to bed. It's time you went to bed. She was totally exhausted. She was totally exhausted. She was totally exhausted. The train arrived on time. The train arrived on time. The train arrived on time. Wake me up at 5:30. Wake me up at 5:30. Wake me up at 5:30. Brevity is the soul of wit. Brevity is the soul of wit. Brevity is the soul of wit. I have so much to do. I have so much to do. I have so much to do. Smith is on line 1. Smith is on line 1. Smith is on line 1. Am I close to Toronto? Am I close to Toronto? Am I close to Toronto? How much is it per day? How much is it per day? How much is it per day? I have a bit of a fever. I have a bit of a fever. I have a bit of a fever. It's time to go wee wee. It's time to go wee wee. It's time to go wee wee. Yes, you need a break. Yes, you need a break. Yes, you need a break. Don't worry, I will help. Don't worry, I will help. Don't worry, I will help. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'd like to get a refund. I'd like to get a refund. I'd like to get a refund. I'm going to have a baby. I'm going to have a baby. I'm going to have a baby. I'm going to take a bath. I'm going to take a bath. I'm going to take a bath. It's nice of you to come. It's nice of you to come. It's nice of you to come. What's John's last name? What's John's last name? What's John's last name? Computers save us time. Computers save us time. Computers save us time. It must be tough for you. It must be tough for you. It must be tough for you. Our boss has been fired. Our boss has been fired. Our boss has been fired. Please pass me the salt. Please pass me the salt. Please pass me the salt. Don't say stuff like that. Don't say stuff like that. Don't say stuff like that. Get to the end of the line. Get to the end of the line. Get to the end of the line. Want him to call you back? Want him to call you back. Want him to call you back? Did you hear about my trip? Did you hear about my trip? Did you hear about my trip? Don't jump to conclusions. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't jump to conclusions. Is there any extra charge? Is there any extra charge? Is there any extra charge? It's dark outside already. It's dark outside already. It's dark outside already. Nothing will get in my way. Nothing will get in my way. Nothing will get in my way. That's absolute nonsense. That's absolute nonsense. That's absolute nonsense. This is my private affair. This is my private affair. This is my private affair. We would like to pay bills. We would like to pay bills. We would like to pay bills. Which side do you support? Which side do you support? Which side do you support? Do you know his background? Do you know his background? Do you know his background? What did you do last night? What did you do last night? What did you do last night? I can't breathe in this room. I can't breathe in this room. I can't breathe in this room. Tell me all about yourself. Tell me all about yourself. Tell me all about yourself. Could you fill out this form? Could you fill out this form? Could you fill out this form? Do you live with your parents? Do you live with your parents? Do you live with your parents? It's the 13th of August. It's the 13th of August. It's the 13th of August. Would you repeat that, please? Would you repeat that, please? Would you repeat that, please? Nothing complicated about it. Nothing complicated about it. Nothing complicated about it. You should have listened to me. You should have listened to me. You should have listened to me. You've come at the right moment. You've come at the right moment. You've come at the right moment. $400,000. $400,000. $400,000. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. Who's playing? Who's playing? Who's playing? How much money do you have? How much money do you have? How much money do you have? Do you want to go with me? Do you want to go with me? Do you want to go with me? The child sobbed sadly. The child sobbed sadly. The child sobbed sadly. The rumor had no basis. The rumor had no basis. The rumor had no basis. Truth is the daughter of time. Truth is the daughter of time. Truth is the daughter of time. Somebody's knocking at the door. Somebody's knocking at the door. Somebody's knocking at the door. Let's not go too far. Let's not go too far. Let's not go too far. I feel a lot better now. I feel a lot better now. I feel a lot better now. Did you come with your family? Did you come with your family? Did you come with your family? Is he in the office now? Is he in the office now? Is he in the office now? Rainy days get me down. Rainy days get me down. Rainy days get me down. I got a promotion today. I got a promotion today. I got a promotion today. It's your duty to do that. It's your duty to do that. It's your duty to do that. We had a big disagreement. We had a big disagreement. We had a big disagreement. You failed the exam again. You failed the exam again. You failed the exam again. Love to the end of the world. Love to the end of the world. Love to the end of the world. Do you know where she is from? Do you know where she is from? Do you know where she is from? How much does this cost? How much does this cost? How much does this cost? You mustn't aim too high. You mustn't aim too high. You mustn't aim too high. Are you free this Saturday? Are you free this Saturday? Are you free this Saturday? No littering on the campus. No littering on the campus. No littering on the campus. Do you really look sharp today? Do you really look sharp today? Do you really look sharp today? At 7 o'clock at night. At 7 o'clock at night. At 7 o'clock at night. It's going to snow today. It's going to snow today. It's going to snow today. Yes, I have to work. Yes, I have to work. Yes, I have to work. I got stung by a bee. I got stung by a bee. I got stung by a bee. I know I went too far. I know I went too far. I know I went too far. It rained very hard today. It rained very hard today. It rained very hard today. That's a bad day for me. That's a bad day for me. That's a bad day for me. I can't find my baggage. I can't find my baggage. I can't find my baggage. Is there a market near here? Is there a market near here? Is there a market near here? I will keep my hopes up. I will keep my hopes up. I will keep my hopes up. Tom dates around a lot. Tom dates around a lot. Tom dates around a lot. Hurry up and go to sleep. Hurry up and go to sleep. Hurry up and go to sleep. I wish I hadn't done that. I wish I hadn't done that. I wish I hadn't done that. I'm very well, thank you. I'm very well, thank you. I'm very well, thank you. Why did you drive my car? Why did you drive my car? Why did you drive my car? Can I help you carry that? Can I help you carry that? Can I help you carry that? His help isn't necessary. His help isn't necessary. His help isn't necessary. I enjoy watching movies. I enjoy watching movies. I enjoy watching movies. I will accept your offer. I will accept your offer. I will accept your offer. I'm graduating next year. I'm graduating next year. I'm graduating next year. I'm hesitant to marry her. I'm hesitant to marry her. I'm hesitant to marry her. What kind of fish is this? What kind of fish is this? What kind of fish is this? Do you think it'll rain today? Do you think it'll rain today? Do you think it'll rain today? I couldn't say for certain. I couldn't say for certain. I couldn't say for certain. I won't believe that story. I won't believe that story. I won't believe that story. I have high blood pressure. I have high blood pressure. I have high blood pressure. Let's quit while we're ahead. Let's quit while we're ahead. Let's quit while we're ahead. The buses are not punctual. The buses are not punctual. The buses are not punctual. I appreciate your kindness. I appreciate your kindness. I appreciate your kindness. It's not very expensive. It's not very expensive. It's not very expensive. Is 7 convenient for you? Is 7 convenient for you? Is 7 convenient for you? We appreciate your business. We appreciate your business. We appreciate your business. I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. There's a restaurant over there. There's a restaurant over there. There's a restaurant over there. I need to change clothes. I need to change clothes. I need to change clothes. There's a restaurant near here. There's a restaurant near here. There's a restaurant near here. I've had it. I've had it. I've had it. Don't pull the chairs around. Don't pull the chairs around. Don't pull the chairs around. There's a book under the table. There's a book under the table. There's a book under the table. What day are they coming over? What day are they coming over? What day are they coming over? Yes, I will marry you. Yes, I will marry you. Yes, I will marry you. It's time to go pee-pee. It's time to go pee-pee. It's time to go pee-pee. About 18 centimeters. About 18 centimeters. About 18 centimeters. That was dull, wasn't it? That was dull, wasn't it? That was dull, wasn't it? I can't see what you mean. I can't see what you mean. I can't see what you mean. I hesitate to marry her. I hesitate to marry her. I hesitate to marry her. What makes you so happy? What makes you so happy? What makes you so happy? He has a melancholy look. He has a melancholy look. He has a melancholy look. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they say. I heard John got married. I heard John got married. I heard John got married. May I borrow $10? May I borrow $10? May I borrow $10? She's on another line now. She's on another line now. She's on another line now. Hong Kong is very crowded. Hong Kong is very crowded. Hong Kong is very crowded. I'm ashamed that I did that. I'm ashamed that I did that. I'm ashamed that I did that. She's afraid of strangers. She's afraid of strangers. She's afraid of strangers. You're stepping on my foot. You're stepping on my foot. You're stepping on my foot. I'd better get off the phone. I'd better get off the phone. I'd better get off the phone. Your work is inconsistent. Your work is inconsistent. Your work is inconsistent. What kind of tours are there? What kind of tours are there? What kind of tours are there? What time would you be ready? What time would you be ready? What time would you be ready? We should do something about it. We should do something about it. We should do something about it. Can you think of anything better? Can you think of anything better? Can you think of anything better? Can you call me back later? Can you call me back later? Can you call me back later? He's fresh. He's fresh. He's fresh. It's misty. It's misty. It's misty. Do you want to come with me? Do you want to come with me? Do you want to come with me? It's a friendly competition. It's a friendly competition. It's a friendly competition. Please let me check the bill. Please let me check the bill. Please let me check the bill. What's the weather like today? What's the weather like today? What's the weather like today? Your answer is satisfying. Your answer is satisfying. Your answer is satisfying. How much money do you make? How much money do you make? How much money do you make? Maybe yes, maybe no. Maybe yes, maybe no. Maybe yes, maybe no. He's wise for his age. He's wise for his age. He's wise for his age. Yes, it's lunchtime. Yes, it's lunchtime. Yes, it's lunchtime. Can I park my car here? Can I park my car here? Can I park my car here? I'm in a bad mood today. I'm in a bad mood today. I'm in a bad mood today. How long have you been here? How long have you been here? How long have you been here? Yes, I heard about it. Yes, I heard about it. Yes, I heard about it. How nice of you to come. How nice of you to come. How nice of you to come. I can't say for certain. I can't say for certain. I can't say for certain. I prefer tea to coffee. I prefer tea to coffee. I prefer tea to coffee. I'm sure it will work out. I'm sure it will work out. I'm sure it will work out. It was a waste of effort. It was a waste of effort. It was a waste of effort. Let's do this part first. Let's do this part first. Let's do this part first. That's not a good excuse. That's not a good excuse. That's not a good excuse. You can leave it up to me. You can leave it up to me. You can leave it up to me. I forgot to lock the door. I forgot to lock the door. I forgot to lock the door. I'm not working right now. I'm not working right now. I'm not working right now. So I think she's pregnant. So I think she's pregnant. So I think she's pregnant. I was concerned about you. I was concerned about you. I was concerned about you. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm sorry to interrupt you. She's not acting normally. She's not acting normally. She's not acting normally. Would you mind if I smoked? Would you mind if I smoked? Would you mind if I smoked? I think she's very friendly. I think she's very friendly. I think she's very friendly. I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean. It's great seeing you again. It's great seeing you again. It's great seeing you again. Nothing is too good for you. Nothing is too good for you. Nothing is too good for you. Please don't drink too much. Please don't drink too much. Please don't drink too much. Who should I say is calling? Who should I say is calling? Who should I say is calling? Would you cash this, please? Would you cash this, please? Would you cash this, please? I will give him your message. I will give him your message. I will give him your message. My wallet has been stolen. My wallet has been stolen. My wallet has been stolen. I really like your apartment. I really like your apartment. I really like your apartment. Do you have an attitude problem? Do you have an attitude problem? Do you have an attitude problem? There is something odd about her. There is something odd about her. There is something odd about her. Winter is a cold season. Winter is a cold season. Winter is a cold season. Being criticized is awful. Being criticized is awful. Being criticized is awful. We are all busy with work. We are all busy with work. We are all busy with work. This pen doesn't write well. This pen doesn't write well. This pen doesn't write well. Thanks for your flattering me. Thanks for your flattering me. Thanks for your flattering me. Can I ask you a favor? Can I ask you a favor? Can I ask you a favor? I want to take a rest. I want to take a rest. I want to take a rest. I'd like to see a menu. I'd like to see a menu. I'd like to see a menu. It's as if I'm to blame. It's as if I'm to blame. It's as if I'm to blame. I can't talk to you now. I can't talk to you now. I can't talk to you now. I like to take it easy. I like to take it easy. I like to take it easy. I wish I had asked him. I wish I had asked him. I wish I had asked him. Monkey see, monkey do. Monkey see, monkey do. Monkey see, monkey do. Boston is my hometown. Boston is my hometown. Boston is my hometown. Can you fix my bicycle? Can you fix my bicycle? Can you fix my bicycle? Eat as much as you wish. Eat as much as you wish. Eat as much as you wish. He knows a lot of people. He knows a lot of people. He knows a lot of people. I have many things to do. I have many things to do. I have many things to do. I think it's sour grapes. I think it's sour grapes. I think it's sour grapes. I think of my wife first. I think of my wife first. I think of my wife first. May I use your restroom? May I use your restroom? May I use your restroom? Stop acting like a fool. Stop acting like a fool. Stop acting like a fool. Can I borrow a hair dryer? Can I borrow a hair dryer? Can I borrow a hair dryer? Can I make a reservation? Can I make a reservation? Can I make a reservation? I don't have any appetite. I don't have any appetite. I don't have any appetite. I don't know it in English. I don't know it in English. I don't know it in English. I'd like to know the story. I'd like to know the story. I'd like to know the story. It's outside on your left. It's outside on your left. It's outside on your left. Let me check my schedule. Let me check my schedule. Let me check my schedule. Your house is very nice. Your house is very nice. Your house is very nice. No time like the present. No time like the present. No time like the present. Our boss has been sacked. Our boss has been sacked. Our boss has been sacked. The boss is in a good mood. The boss is in a good mood. The boss is in a good mood. We wish to point out that. We wish to point out that. We wish to point out that. Your party is on the line. Your party is on the line. Your party is on the line. Be careful of what you say. Be careful of what you say. Be careful of what you say. Can you keep my valuables? Can you keep my valuables? Can you keep my valuables? He doesn't treat me fairly. He doesn't treat me fairly. He doesn't treat me fairly. His answer was very vague. His answer was very vague. His answer was very vague. Please take off your shoes. Please take off your shoes. Please take off your shoes. My wife's having an affair. My wife's having an affair. My wife's having an affair. The first gulp is the best. The first gulp is the best. The first gulp is the best. Where is the lost and found? Where is the lost and found? Where is the lost and found? Are you busy this afternoon? Are you busy this afternoon? Are you busy this afternoon? Have you ever done aerobics? Have you ever done aerobics? Have you ever done aerobics? He finished the job already. He finished the job already. He finished the job already. I know very little about him. I know very little about him. I know very little about him. Your work is always erratic. Your work is always erratic. Your work is always erratic. Could I have the sugar, please? Could I have the sugar, please? Could I have the sugar, please? Please put down the receiver. Please put down the receiver. Please put down the receiver. Remember to bring the report. Remember to bring the report. Remember to bring the report. Stop beating around the bush. Stop beating around the bush. Stop beating around the bush. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? Aren't you ashamed of yourself? Aren't you ashamed of yourself? Did Edison make the light bulb? Did Edison make the light bulb? Did Edison make the light bulb? I'm having trouble hearing you. I'm having trouble hearing you. I'm having trouble hearing you. Who would you like to play with? Who would you like to play with? Who would you like to play with? There will never be another you. There will never be another you. There will never be another you. Do you have any vacancies? Do you have any vacancies? Do you have any vacancies? Can't you think of it differently? Can't you think of it differently? Can't you think of it differently? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I like all kinds of fruit. I like all kinds of fruit. I like all kinds of fruit. I'm going to go have dinner. I'm going to go have dinner. I'm going to go have dinner. I bought a shirt yesterday. I bought a shirt yesterday. I bought a shirt yesterday. It's as if it's my fault. It's as if it's my fault. It's as if it's my fault. Go to track number 2. Go to track number 2. Go to track number 2. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. I'd like a refund, please. I'd like a refund, please. I'd like a refund, please. It's outside to the left. It's outside to the left. It's outside to the left. Let me tell you a secret. Let me tell you a secret. Let me tell you a secret. It's more than $10. It's more than $10. It's more than $10. May I take a picture here? May I take a picture here? May I take a picture here? Where can I buy some beer? Where can I buy some beer? Where can I buy some beer? I don't have any objection. I don't have any objection. I don't have any objection. Thanks for being in my life. Thanks for being in my life. Thanks for being in my life. Could I have the salt, please? Could I have the salt, please? Could I have the salt, please? Excuse me for interrupting. Excuse me for interrupting. Excuse me for interrupting. Which one do you like better? Which one do you like better? Which one do you like better? I've learned something fancy. I've learned something fancy. I've learned something fancy. Where have you been in Belgium? Where have you been in Belgium? Where have you been in Belgium? You should be more optimistic. You should be more optimistic. You should be more optimistic. That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing. It is not. It is not. It is not. By the way. By the way. By the way. Supper is ready at 6. Supper is ready at 6. Supper is ready at 6. I heard someone laughing. I heard someone laughing. I heard someone laughing. We walk on the garden path. We walk on the garden path. We walk on the garden path. May I speak to Laura, please? May I speak to Laura, please? May I speak to Laura, please? I have something to tell you. I have something to tell you. I have something to tell you. He led them down the mountain. He led them down the mountain. He led them down the mountain. I have to catch a plane. I have to catch a plane. I have to catch a plane. I will pay by credit card. I will pay by credit card. I will pay by credit card. Would you like something to eat? Would you like something to eat? Would you like something to eat? May I ask you a favor? May I ask you a favor? May I ask you a favor? Would you like water or milk? Would you like water or milk? Would you like water or milk? I want to buy this car. I want to buy this car. I want to buy this car. His best days are gone. His best days are gone. His best days are gone. I'm going to take a rest. I'm going to take a rest. I'm going to take a rest. Kevin, you listen to me. Kevin, you listen to me. Kevin, you listen to me. I was just a little late. I was just a little late. I was just a little late. May I have a wake-up call? May I have a wake-up call? May I have a wake-up call? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Put yourself in my shoes. Put yourself in my shoes. Put yourself in my shoes. We have a bad connection. We have a bad connection. We have a bad connection. When is the next express? When is the next express? When is the next express? Are you a Chinese speaker? Are you a Chinese speaker? Are you a Chinese speaker? How did you burn your hand? How did you burn your hand? How did you burn your hand? I've just finished my work. I've just finished my work. I've just finished my work. Let me know the situation. Let me know the situation. Let me know the situation. 2 and 3 equals 5. 2 and 3 equals 5. 2 and 3 equals 5. Do you look younger than I do? Do you look younger than I do? Do you look younger than I do? Can you jump over the river? Can you jump over the river? Can you jump over the river? Please do it all over again. Please do it all over again. Please do it all over again. When is the pay period over? When is the pay period over? When is the pay period over? Do you look young for your age? Do you look young for your age? Do you look young for your age? I feel helpless without you. I feel helpless without you. I feel helpless without you. I need to tell you something. I need to tell you something. I need to tell you something. You're free to leave anytime. You're free to leave anytime. You're free to leave anytime. Well, it's better than nothing. Well, it's better than nothing. Well, it's better than nothing. When does summer break start? When does summer break start? When does summer break start? Would you put the dishes away? Would you put the dishes away? Would you put the dishes away? I'm 26 years old. I'm 26 years old. I'm 26 years old. I'd like to exchange this. I'd like to exchange this. I'd like to exchange this. He strolls about the town. He strolls about the town. He strolls about the town. I wish I knew my neighbor. I wish I knew my neighbor. I wish I knew my neighbor. They charged the fault on him. They charged the fault on him. They charged the fault on him. He does everything without aim. He does everything without aim. He does everything without aim. How long have you lived here? How long have you lived here? How long have you lived here? Try to see it my way. Try to see it my way. Try to see it my way. I hate his to my guts. I hate his to my guts. I hate his to my guts. Yes, he's a go-getter. Yes, he's a go-getter. Yes, he's a go-getter. Do I have to do it again? Do I have to do it again? Do I have to do it again? I'm a stranger here too. I'm a stranger here too. I'm a stranger here too. It's up to you to do that. It's up to you to do that. It's up to you to do that. Let's go out for a drink. Let's go out for a drink. Let's go out for a drink. Stop trying to be cool. Stop trying to be cool. Stop trying to be cool. But I'm not a good dancer. But I'm not a good dancer. But I'm not a good dancer. I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name. I'd like to hear the story. I'd like to hear the story. I'd like to hear the story. Are you coming to my party? Are you coming to my party? Are you coming to my party? Could you send me a doctor? Could you send me a doctor? Could you send me a doctor? How do you spell your name? How do you spell your name? How do you spell your name? I was just being friendly. I was just being friendly. I was just being friendly. Let's get back to the point. Let's get back to the point. Let's get back to the point. Please say it more slowly. Please say it more slowly. Please say it more slowly. Please tell him to call me. Please tell him to call me. Please tell him to call me. The lines must be crossed. The lines must be crossed. The lines must be crossed. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. We won't open until 11. We won't open until 11. We won't open until 11. What is a good time for you? What is a good time for you? What is a good time for you? Don't violate regulations. Don't violate regulations. Don't violate regulations. I can't do anything about it. I can't do anything about it. I can't do anything about it. It's beside the coffee shop. It's beside the coffee shop. It's beside the coffee shop. It's better safe than sorry. It's better safe than sorry. It's better safe than sorry. We're out of dish detergent. We're out of dish detergent. We're out of dish detergent. I will pay by MasterCard. I will pay by MasterCard. I will pay by MasterCard. When does your store close? When does your store close? When does your store close? He doesn't have a girlfriend. He doesn't have a girlfriend. He doesn't have a girlfriend. What do you think is the best? What do you think is the best? What do you think is the best? Would you copy these papers? Would you copy these papers? Would you copy these papers? It's going to be hot today. It's going to be hot today. It's going to be hot today. Would you please turn it down? Would you please turn it down? Would you please turn it down? My watch has been stolen. My watch has been stolen. My watch has been stolen. I'm practical about everything. I'm practical about everything. I'm practical about everything. Would you please spell your name? Would you please spell your name? Would you please spell your name? Where's the closest restaurant? Where's the closest restaurant? Where's the closest restaurant? He has a large income. He has a large income. He has a large income. That's awful. That's awful. That's awful. You lowlife. You lowlife. You lowlife. I speak 4 languages. I speak 4 languages. I speak 4 languages. Sorry, we're sold out. Sorry, we're sold out. Sorry, we're sold out. It is nice to learn that. It is nice to learn that. It is nice to learn that. You don't stand a chance. You don't stand a chance. You don't stand a chance. Are you sure you can do it? Are you sure you can do it? Are you sure you can do it? My singing is out of tune. My singing is out of tune. My singing is out of tune. Try not to get depressed. Try not to get depressed. Try not to get depressed. He complained to his boss. He complained to his boss. He complained to his boss. He will never let you down. He will never let you down. He will never let you down. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you. We value your work highly. We value your work highly. We value your work highly. But it's out of date already. But it's out of date already. But it's out of date already. May we have separate checks? May we have separate checks? May we have separate checks? Welcome home. Welcome home. Welcome home. The figure seems all right. The figure seems all right. The figure seems all right. Check your answers with mine. Check your answers with mine. Check your answers with mine. He will do anything but work. He will do anything but work. He will do anything but work. You should look at it yourself. You should look at it yourself. You should look at it yourself. You'd better look before you leap. You'd better look before you leap. You'd better look before you leap. Can you recognize that woman? Can you recognize that woman? Can you recognize that woman? Our children are in Germany. Our children are in Germany. Our children are in Germany. How long have you worked here? How long have you worked here? How long have you worked here? That car over there is mine. That car over there is mine. That car over there is mine. Sure, how can I help? Sure, how can I help? Sure, how can I help? I'd like a map of the city. I'd like a map of the city. I'd like a map of the city. I go to a night school. I go to a night school. I go to a night school. Can you give me an example? Can you give me an example? Can you give me an example? He was rude to say that. He was rude to say that. He was rude to say that. He's in a bad mood today. He's in a bad mood today. He's in a bad mood today. I'd like to see a doctor. I'd like to see a doctor. I'd like to see a doctor. No one can relate to me. No one can relate to me. No one can relate to me. Yes, how have you been? Yes, how have you been? Yes, how have you been? What school do you go to? What school do you go to? What school do you go to? Yes, it's all or nothing. Yes, it's all or nothing. Yes, it's all or nothing. Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to do that? I'm happy to have known you. I'm happy to have known you. I'm happy to have known you. It's across from City Hall. It's across from City Hall. It's across from City Hall. It's time to eat breakfast. It's time to eat breakfast. It's time to eat breakfast. Sure, there's nothing to it. Sure, there's nothing to it. Sure, there's nothing to it. Don't pretend you don't know. Don't pretend you don't know. Don't pretend you don't know. How long have you dated her? How long have you dated her? How long have you dated her? Is that new plan effective? Is that new plan effective? Is that new plan effective? It's time to have breakfast. It's time to have breakfast. It's time to have breakfast. When do you expect him back? When do you expect him back? When do you expect him back? Which train goes to Ottawa? Which train goes to Ottawa? Which train goes to Ottawa? You shouldn't smoke so much. You shouldn't smoke so much. You shouldn't smoke so much. We're having apple pie today. We're having apple pie today. We're having apple pie today. Can I have something to drink? Can I have something to drink? Can I have something to drink? How do you live with yourself? How do you live with yourself? How do you live with yourself? Have you ever traveled abroad? Have you ever traveled abroad? Have you ever traveled abroad? They're helping our boss again. They're helping our boss again. They're helping our boss again. Is there anything to visit here? Is there anything to visit here? Is there anything to visit here? Please pardon my impoliteness. Please pardon my impoliteness. Please pardon my impoliteness. It's longer than 2 hours. It's longer than 2 hours. It's longer than 2 hours. I heard it through the grapevine. I heard it through the grapevine. I heard it through the grapevine. Tom is Lucy's boyfriend. Tom is Lucy's boyfriend. Tom is Lucy's boyfriend. We'll fake it. We'll fake it. We'll fake it. Nice car. Nice car. Nice car. He is acting an old man. He is acting an old man. He is acting an old man. I have just finished the book. I have just finished the book. I have just finished the book. Ready, get set, go. Ready, get set, go. Ready, get set, go. Sorry, I have plans. Sorry, I have plans. Sorry, I have plans. I don't have a job now. I don't have a job now. I don't have a job now. Well, it's worth a try. Well, it's worth a try. Well, it's worth a try. I have led a dog's life. I have led a dog's life. I have led a dog's life. I want to rest a while. I want to rest a while. I want to rest a while. Is your boss nice to you? Is your boss nice to you? Is your boss nice to you? Why don't we make a toast? Why don't we make a toast? Why don't we make a toast? I won $1,000. I won $1,000. I won $1,000. Do you have some free time? Do you have some free time? Do you have some free time? He's in a meeting right now. He's in a meeting right now. He's in a meeting right now. That's exactly what I want. That's exactly what I want. That's exactly what I want. What club do you belong to? What club do you belong to? What club do you belong to? Will you excuse me, please? Will you excuse me, please? Will you excuse me, please? Do you have anything to say? Do you have anything to say? Do you have anything to say? I guess I'd better get going. I guess I'd better get going. I guess I'd better get going. I sprained it playing golf. I sprained it playing golf. I sprained it playing golf. I was relieved to hear that. I was relieved to hear that. I was relieved to hear that. That shirt looks good on you. That shirt looks good on you. That shirt looks good on you. Please give the dog some food. Please give the dog some food. Please give the dog some food. There are good and bad points. There are good and bad points. There are good and bad points. Nothing could be more wonderful. Nothing could be more wonderful. Nothing could be more wonderful. Cash, please. Cash, please. Cash, please. He is looking for a job. He is looking for a job. He is looking for a job. Would you like a cup of tea? Would you like a cup of tea? Would you like a cup of tea? The sweater is of good quality. The sweater is of good quality. The sweater is of good quality. Can you speak louder, please? Can you speak louder, please? Can you speak louder, please? You have a very nice car. You have a very nice car. You have a very nice car. This is room 811. This is room 811. This is room 811. I only have $5. I only have $5. I only have $5. I'd like to use the internet. I'd like to use the internet. I'd like to use the internet. I want to take a shower. I want to take a shower. I want to take a shower. I will do it my own way. I will do it my own way. I will do it my own way. Do what I tell you to do. Do what I tell you to do. Do what I tell you to do. Rainy days make me sad. Rainy days make me sad. Rainy days make me sad. He's my father, remember? He's my father, remember? He's my father, remember? It's outside on the left. It's outside on the left. It's outside on the left. You've got an ugly tie on. You've got an ugly tie on. You've got an ugly tie on. Don't go back on your word. Don't go back on your word. Don't go back on your word. He will be back next week. He will be back next week. He will be back next week. How are we doing for time? How are we doing for time? How are we doing for time? I saw you steal the money. I saw you steal the money. I saw you steal the money. I've got the job contract. I've got the job contract. I've got the job contract. It's just like in my dream. It's just like in my dream. It's just like in my dream. Thanks for asking me out. Thanks for asking me out. Thanks for asking me out. This is a discount price. This is a discount price. This is a discount price. Did the alarm clock go off? Did the alarm clock go off? Did the alarm clock go off? I feel really bad about it. I feel really bad about it. I feel really bad about it. I have nothing to do today. I have nothing to do today. I have nothing to do today. I will transfer your call. I will transfer your call. I will transfer your call. Don't tell anyone my secret. Don't tell anyone my secret. Don't tell anyone my secret. I forgot to bring your book. I forgot to bring your book. I forgot to bring your book. In about 5 more minutes. In about 5 more minutes. In about 5 more minutes. She wouldn't even talk to me. She wouldn't even talk to me. She wouldn't even talk to me. The trains come very often. The trains come very often. The trains come very often. This is how you should do it. This is how you should do it. This is how you should do it. Who are you trying to reach? Who are you trying to reach? Who are you trying to reach? Your answer is to the point. Your answer is to the point. Your answer is to the point. Are you back to normal again? Are you back to normal again? Are you back to normal again? I will never win the lottery. I will never win the lottery. I will never win the lottery. Never mind someone like you. Never mind someone like you. Never mind someone like you. Who would you like to talk to? Who would you like to talk to? Who would you like to talk to? You were snoring last night. You were snoring last night. You were snoring last night. The weather in London is iffy. The weather in London is iffy. The weather in London is iffy. We're going to have a blizzard. We're going to have a blizzard. We're going to have a blizzard. When is it convenient for you? When is it convenient for you? When is it convenient for you? What did you prepare for dinner? What did you prepare for dinner? What did you prepare for dinner? Would you like to golf tomorrow? Would you like to golf tomorrow? Would you like to golf tomorrow? You've watched enough for tonight. You've watched enough for tonight. You've watched enough for tonight. I've been here for 2 days. I've been here for 2 days. I've been here for 2 days. Don't overeat. Don't overeat. Don't overeat. No honking. No honking. No honking. Come, look. Come, look. Come, look. I develop films myself. I develop films myself. I develop films myself. I get up at 6 o'clock. I get up at 6 o'clock. I get up at 6 o'clock. I can't afford a new car. I can't afford a new car. I can't afford a new car. He seems a little nervous. He seems a little nervous. He seems a little nervous. Spring is a pretty season. Spring is a pretty season. Spring is a pretty season. Do you like to watch TV? Do you like to watch TV? Do you like to watch TV? I raise you $20. I raise you $20. I raise you $20. I have to brush my teeth. I have to brush my teeth. I have to brush my teeth. I've got so much to do. I've got so much to do. I've got so much to do. No, I hear it's boring. No, I hear it's boring. No, I hear it's boring. Yes, you let me down. Yes, you let me down. Yes, you let me down. It was a very busy day. It was a very busy day. It was a very busy day. I'm sorry I can't do that. I'm sorry I can't do that. I'm sorry I can't do that. My fever has gone down. My fever has gone down. My fever has gone down. I won't trust that story. I won't trust that story. I won't trust that story. No, he's good for nothing. No, he's good for nothing. No, he's good for nothing. Would you like something to drink? Would you like something to drink? Would you like something to drink? I bought 4 dozen eggs. I bought 4 dozen eggs. I bought 4 dozen eggs. I can't hear you very well. I can't hear you very well. I can't hear you very well. I hope I'm not keeping you. I hope I'm not keeping you. I hope I'm not keeping you. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm not sure what you mean. That's a rude thing to say. That's a rude thing to say. That's a rude thing to say. Do you like sweets, don't you? Do you like sweets, don't you? Do you like sweets, don't you? Have you got a better idea? Have you got a better idea? Have you got a better idea? I'm not old enough to drive. I'm not old enough to drive. I'm not old enough to drive. Let's go grocery shopping. Let's go grocery shopping. Let's go grocery shopping. How do you like South Korea? How do you like South Korea? How do you like South Korea? I think of you night and day. I think of you night and day. I think of you night and day. I'm going to call the police. I'm going to call the police. I'm going to call the police. Did you remember to tell her? Did you remember to tell her? Did you remember to tell her? Did you wash your hands well? Did you wash your hands well? Did you wash your hands well? It's at the end of this street. It's at the end of this street. It's at the end of this street. My English isn't good enough. My English isn't good enough. My English isn't good enough. Please have him call me back. Please have him call me back. Please have him call me back. Enough with your video games. Enough with your video games. Enough with your video games. It's the fourth stop from here. It's the fourth stop from here. It's the fourth stop from here. Sightseeing or for business? Sightseeing or for business? Sightseeing or for business? Thank you for calling me back. Thank you for calling me back. Thank you for calling me back. Do you think I could walk there? Do you think I could walk there? Do you think I could walk there? Have you done aerobics before? Have you done aerobics before? Have you done aerobics before? It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make any difference. Let me check your temperature. Let me check your temperature. Let me check your temperature. We appreciate your patronage. We appreciate your patronage. We appreciate your patronage. You should try a little harder. You should try a little harder. You should try a little harder. I'm getting ready to go out. I'm getting ready to go out. I'm getting ready to go out. I'm easygoing. I'm easygoing. I'm easygoing. I'm interested. I'm interested. I'm interested. Break a leg. Break a leg. Break a leg. He was not a little tired. He was not a little tired. He was not a little tired. Do you go to Canada often? Do you go to Canada often? Do you go to Canada often? I don't want to bother you. I don't want to bother you. I don't want to bother you. I was about to go home. I was about to go home. I was about to go home. I have the hots for Tom. I have the hots for Tom. I have the hots for Tom. Do you mind if I sit here? Do you mind if I sit here? Do you mind if I sit here? That's why she's so tired. That's why she's so tired. That's why she's so tired. That was boring, wasn't it? That was boring, wasn't it? That was boring, wasn't it? Shall I come to pick you up? Shall I come to pick you up? Shall I come to pick you up? She takes after her mother. She takes after her mother. She takes after her mother. Your view is too optimistic. Your view is too optimistic. Your view is too optimistic. There are 3 Suzukis here. There are 3 Suzukis here. There are 3 Suzukis here. We are living separately now. We are living separately now. We are living separately now. We're going camping next week. We're going camping next week. We're going camping next week. That's absolutely a blackmail. That's absolutely a blackmail. That's absolutely a blackmail. Could you exchange this, please? Could you exchange this, please? Could you exchange this, please? Could you work overtime tonight? Could you work overtime tonight? Could you work overtime tonight? Am I early? Am I early? Am I early? I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. He has a sense of humor. He has a sense of humor. He has a sense of humor. You can call me anytime. You can call me anytime. You can call me anytime. Don't cry over spilt milk. Don't cry over spilt milk. Don't cry over spilt milk. At what time did it happen? At what time did it happen? At what time did it happen? What school did you go to? What school did you go to? What school did you go to? I have no idea, too. I have no idea, too. I have no idea, too. I'm as busy as a bee. I'm as busy as a bee. I'm as busy as a bee. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. What do you think of these shoes? What do you think of these shoes? What do you think of these shoes? How far is it to Paris? How far is it to Paris? How far is it to Paris? How's it going so far? How is it going so far? How's it going so far? Okay, but don't ruin it. Okay, but don't ruin it. Okay, but don't ruin it. Where can I get a taxi? Where can I get a taxi? Where can I get a taxi? I fell in love with Rose. I fell in love with Rose. I fell in love with Rose. I go to York University. I go to York University. I go to York University. I prefer wine to sweets. I prefer wine to sweets. I prefer wine to sweets.